The path for you to be good at this is there, but that's only if you're willing to put in the work to create a system that can be back tested and repeated. Look at this, it's so perfect, you literally cannot make it up. Look how precise this is. Once you see it, you can't unsee it. Wow, would you look at that? Ain't that something? Any time frame, any ticker, it does not matter. The market is just one big, beautiful Mando model. That's all. All right. What's going on, everybody? Here we go. I just want to make sure that everyone is hearing me. This is, kind of like a trial run for what we're going to be doing over there the next couple of weeks. Starting Wednesday, we're going to be going daily with the morning Mando's morning brew, and then after that, we're going to go live trading. So, all right, cool. I'm glad you guys can hear me. What's up? Please like this tweet that has this broadcast. Share it if you would. Drop a bookmark. Do whatever. I don't know what works, what doesn't, but I think this will be a very valuable experience for a lot of people. Hearing it on how we can read price effectively without using all these nonsense indicators or not being able to justify moves, right? Every move should be and is justified. It's just a matter of playing probabilities. What's more probable to happen at this exact time? And with all of that being said, let's get going. Let's share the screen. And I just want to make sure, okay, in the background, what's going on, everybody? How we doing? If you can hear me well, drop something in the chat so I know. Let's see, share screen. Here we go. And it's a beauty. All right, you guys should all be able to see me now. Let me just drop this little. All right, we'll get rid of this down bar for now. Good. Let's do this, and we'll zoom in just a tad more as well. So very nice. Bring on 19904. Yeah, so I'll start off with NASDAQ overall market, of course. Usually that's where I start. We're only working with 5 minutes. I was a little late getting this thing going today, but so basically what I'm looking at just to start off the day is this is what we had as our current smaller time frame range heading into today. You'll notice that our London high was up here at 20,086. Our London lows are down here at 19,947. So essentially at this time, especially before data that comes out at 9:45, it's a little bit of a waiting game. What's that first move going to be? Okay. So what do I mean by that? If we're going to use that kill zone strategy or idea, preferably the high or the low, whichever, it doesn't matter. Whichever gets snagged first, I will be looking for the inverse side of that, right? If we're to get the low first, all that's telling me is that our current smaller time frame range just isn't set, and that's fine. That's no problem. But if we were to take out this high, get into discount of our smaller time frame range, preferably I'm looking anywhere really above here into this imbalance here. Above here, then we start to get a little, it gets a little sketchy for the short thesis. Okay. I will expand on that in a second. But essentially what I'm looking for is one of the two in that London session to be swept first. And then from there, we're golden. Okay, you have data at 9:45, so it's, this doesn't happen every day. Typically, if there's data, it's 8:30, or sometimes you get the 9:45 data, sometimes you get the 10 a.m. data. But I'm really just keying in on the first move that would happen off of that data to either take out London highs or London lows. From there, we'll proceed. The one caveat to everything is because ultimately, just by looking at the hourly time frame, where are we? Right here. I am starting to feel tad bearish, and I'm not talking about market crash or anything like that, but I think a retracement would totally make sense from this point, and that 50% of that hourly range is down here at 19,571. Now, that means we could still push up into discount of this more recent price run, absolutely, and that's actually something that I'm looking at. Now, the only thing that's kind of throwing a little bit of a wrench or foiling my game plan here is the fact that, again, as you know, if you've been following any of my content for a while, the higher time frame trumps all, right? That is something that I feel very confident in saying, something that I can show you millions of examples in which that is a viable statement. But with that, when we look at the daily chart, look how precisely we came and filled up that daily bullish fair value gap right here, right? Ending up closing yesterday above 50% of that imbalance as well. So that just throws a little bit of a wrench in. If that were not to have happened, I would have felt very good about chasing these equal lows right here down at 19,763. But with this fair value gap here, it just throws a little bit of a wrench, and that's why I'm kind of just holding off and waiting until that 9:45 data drops. And when it does, ideally, if it was me, I would prefer it to move higher first, and then from there, then go seek liquidity lower after. So that's just kind of one thing that's on my plate as of this minute, right? Just I usually do a four square as well with some stocks that I look at throughout the day, and at the moment, I don't know. I'm not really seeing too many great setups. Tesla looks good. The only thing about Tesla that's a little sketchy is these relative equal lows, but otherwise, this is a very viable setup. Notice how you don't really have many imbalances here on the 1 hour time frame. The only imbalance you're going to see, and I'm going to put this on the chart as well, is right here on the 4 hour. Okay. Also worth noting, inside that 4 hour imbalance right here, you have a bearish breaker, high, low, higher high, break down and through. We can anticipate the breaker candle or the low of that sequence to act as somewhat of a resistance level. So again, not really all that many good setups today, unfortunately, but just kind of getting a little test run in before we get this thing going daily for over the summer. So what I usually do with these is if you have any names that you want to look at, and it's not while we're watching something else, feel free to let me know and I'll drop it in. I got no problem doing that. I saw somebody just bring up AMD, and that's unfortunately another one that's really tearing us up. We'll get to that one in a few, but we're about to open here, so I want to make sure that we're watching directly. So what can we do? We'll keep GameStop on there, but AMD is just a little sketch. That's all. We did have a daily structure shift when our monthly and weekly are both bullish, but our daily, there's potential for a shift. I think it's a shift. This is not ideal to me, so not interested really in AMD right now. So let's go back to the hourly and keep it fresh there. Okay. All right, here we go. 9:30. Tagged. So again, I'm waiting for the kill zone, London kill zone right here. Let me add this on. So the kill zone's from 1 to 5. Okay. Like I said earlier, really just kind of waiting for that 9:45 data to drop. Okay. Hanging out right here on that imbalance. All right, all right, all right. A little bit of a waiting game here. Checking out SMCI, very close to discount of its range. Liquidity 883. Something I'm just going to keep a little bit of an eye on as we go here. And you said adding, you don't know if they will. They will, and that's always been our kind of thought with them. And weren't you surprised that they added in the off season? Absolutely. Like, I love what they did. I'm just trying to get it so I can see everybody's messages and stuff. Hold on. If you haven't already, please share this on Twitter. I'm also doing this on YouTube. Some people like the YouTube stream better. You could zoom in a little bit more, but all right. So 9:45. That's what we're waiting for. So the question you might be asking is, well, if you have an idea before the data, why not jump, or try to front run or jump that data? I just think you're asking to get smoked, especially if you're trading with size or you're trading a leveraged vehicle like NASDAQ is. I just, it's a little dangerous in my opinion to try and jump the data, front run it. You could get wicked out and then it goes your way and you're going to be really upset. It's going to ruin your day and, all that good stuff. So. All right. And yes, the London kill zone. So if you go out based off the Eastern time zone, it would be 1 a.m. Eastern to 5 a.m. Eastern. And I have my kill zone high and kill zone low identified. I'm just looking for that first little sweep. And just waiting it out. All right. Thank you. Also, if you have questions, you can just, if you comment them below on this, should be able to get to it. Okay. Saw somebody say Moderna. Okay. What about it? Hold on. We'll get back to this in a sec. Hold up. I'll be right back. All right. Sorry about that. I'm back. All right. So again, waiting for that data to drop 9:45. It's like services and manufacturing PMI, I believe. So again, right now, the whole game plan for me essentially was to wait for one side to get breached first prior to looking at anything. So until then, not much for me to do, especially trying to front run the data. I mean, I would favor higher first, and then from there look for another low. There's also one thing that you can add to that idea too, is that if we go over to ES, There it is. And not even on a bigger scale, you can look at it like this. Hold on, let me zoom out. Okay. So if you don't know much about my model, here it is. Took out these lows right here with what price run? From high to low, discount retracement into a bearish imbalance. There's your run for lows. That's the Mando model complete. On to the next. Okay. Here it is. Whoops. Okay. And you're going to notice, look, we have relative equal lows. Sketchy, sketchy, sketchy. Haven't had the flush yet to complete the model at the moment, but an ES would be SPY for anybody who's not really in the mix with this. So let's come on over here. Again, we'll look at AMD. Hold on, I got to clean that up. Okay. So yeah, here was that thing with AMD. I know a few people had asked about it, so we'll look into it. We can look at these in individual price runs. So what was the high that took out this high right here from discount? Whoa, hold up. Discount retracement, bullish imbalance right here. Run for highs. My model completes there. So when that happens, I need to slide to our next price run. Here's where you'll see we roll over, failure, running into a higher time frame level. And that's where we get our shift. And that's currently what we're sitting at right now. There it is. And then there's your bearish imbalance. I am torn because the monthly and the weekly look awesome, but the hourly or 4 hour does not, and daily even. So, whoa, SMCI fallen. There you go. If you check my tweet from yesterday, I kind of had that mapped out for you. Come back over here. Let's go look at NASDAQ. Okay. All right, there's that. Beautiful. A little SMCI action. Okay, let's see what else. And I want to do this. Okay, again, just waiting. Failing this 15-minute fair value gap, that's fine. A lot of the time, I don't even trade that first. It's really half hour. Oftentimes, you'll notice that's increasingly volatile. And, you know, it can still be a good thing. Again, it goes back to that idea when you're trading something that's pretty leveraged. NASDAQ is $20 a point, and it can move quite a bit. So rather than risk myself getting a stop on a wick or something like that, I just avoid it. Don't need to do it. YM swept the LKZ high. Thank you, Sean. Appreciate that. So we're going to have to see. It's still low the first move. That's fine if it is. I think I also mapped out the SPY. No, I didn't. Whoops. Just in case. Just in case you're using SPY as well. 1. Okay, 5. Here's your kill zone low. So ES had already gotten into discount. Okay, so that would complete my model down here to 5, 5, 2, 5. NASDAQ hanging on. NASDAQ had already taken out yesterday's low. Let's see, not much going on there. Okay. Tesla moving into that 4-hour imbalance. Showtime. Uh, 9:45 is creeping up. I have the geniuses over on CNBC on at the moment. Can't wait to hear what the data was. It's very, very important to me, right? I also want to scroll through some hourly setups after that first initial move happens. Okay, let's close shop there. All right. So a whole lot of nothing so far, as you can see. Again, as expected, data coming shortly. Here's that Moderna idea that somebody was talking about. I'm not really totally in love with Moderna, to be honest with you. Just don't really have a good feel for the higher time frame bias. The range overall is pretty massive, but yeah, not all that interested. Usually over the weekends, what I do is I scroll through whatever. I have a list here of like 98 names, and I'll go through them. If I feel comfortable with my weekly, daily bias, then I drop it down into an hourly, and I usually just tag them. Those are usually the ones that I want to look towards for the week. Oh shoot, I didn't even share the link to this. Whoops. If Carl sees this, sorry, Carl. There you go. Sorry, Carl. Hopefully you're here. Oh, I did post it. Never mind. I take it back. Wow, that serious trade going crazy, huh? Nice. Seeker saw that flow like 4 weeks ago. Yeah. Trying to keep an eye on the chat in the group as well as this chat here, but bad now but great later. Yeah. CRM. Let's hope. Today's OPEX too. So monthly contracts expiring today. CRM. Every time I hear that, I think of Walking Dead. Oh wow, CRM ain't bad. Not bad at all. Actually, really pretty good. This is from a monthly perspective, just for reference. We took out this high here with that price, or I'm sorry, this price run. Okay, here's your retracement to discount, bullish imbalance, run for high. Even if you were looking at it from this little perspective, we are still very much discounted. Okay, let's go over to the weekly. Beauty. Okay, hold on. There it is. Very similarly. So you're going to notice, you can look at so many charts are like this. Palo Alto. What else? I'm drawing a blank on it right now. But those earnings gap downs typically are bringing you right into discount. And then it just takes a little bit of time for you to get going off of that, right? Directional bias for me would remain the same on something like this. This looks great. Just takes time. That's the only thing that is worth noting. Okay. All right. So last 15-minute candle prior to the I'm sorry. Data should drop. Yeah, data dropped. Okay. So let's see if we get a manipulation move outside the London lows, followed by a run higher. Okay. And how do I I guess get like some level of confirmation towards this. Following the sweep of the London low or high, I just wait for some sort of imbalance to form in the inverse direction. Okay, so if we were to sweep this, I would want, I'll drop down in time, of course, but want some sort of imbalance. That way I just have structure behind the trade in case I'm wrong. I'll still have some structure or backbone to the idea as a whole. AMD, the model completes at 153. Here you have a bullish fair value gap there on the 4 hour. That'll be your little showtime imbalance. But again, the bias for me on that is a little crossed, so should be green. My bad. Okay. SMCI here. I mean, honestly, if we got those lows, I would be so happy. The overall higher time frame bias on SMCI is still higher. We just gotten into discount, so I don't feel all that great about shorting this, but those lows would be insane. Because these lows right here are also just doing this. Oh, hold on, it's a daily, sorry. Deep discount. Mitigation block right here. So that's ideally, if we are to retrace more on the market, that's really what I'm kind of looking for. But if you haven't already, please like and share this broadcast on your X profiles. I guess it helps with the algorithm or something. I don't know. You tell me. Okay. Notice how we have a gap down here showing you urgency to move lower. Worth noting. Where's our hourly? Hourly range still. Our hourly is not set whatsoever. Do we chase this low? 905. This is sell side. Okay. No imbalances here on the hourly either. And you have relative equal lows down here at 762. Yikes. Again, OPEX, just worth keeping that in the back pocket. Puker going for sell side right here. Tesla hit the 4 hour imbalance. Look what happened. So far, no good. NASDAQ, nothing changed. Okay, let's see. GameStop doing a whole lot of nothing. Let's see. Where's the rest of my list? Okay. Sell side tagged SMCI. That's good. Let's get this low. I'm actually going to split the screen here. We'll go ES one side, NASDAQ on the other. Looking for any little bit of divergence. There's some divergence for you. ES, Mando model complete. High, low, discount retracement into a bearish imbalance for a bearish structural shift. There's your melt through lows. A little longer than you wanted, but this also happened overnight, so no problems. But there's the flush. There's the completion. If we look at the hourly on ES. Okay. Price run that took out these highs right here. No discount retracement. Discount retracement. Do or die, buddy. Still would prefer NASDAQ to also sweep and maybe even get these. It's a sketch low. Sketchy lows like this often get cleaned up. SMCI melting down. A move down to that today would be absolutely insane on SMCI. Oh, there it is. NASDAQ sweeps. So the difference here is my model was completed on ES. It was not completed on NASDAQ. We didn't get that discount retracement on any of these lows, right? It looks like 50% from here now, but it is not. Look, we'll go through each low and we'll just confirm. Okay. No 50% retracement. No 50% retracement. Psst, new low, even with that new low, no 50% retracement. So, yeah. Where are we? Okay. So our hourly, I'm just waiting for a range to set. Okay. If I'm looking to play that inverse model of mine, we call it the odd NAM, the inverse, right? We just essentially are looking for an imbalance in the opposite direction that will give us something to trade off of, essentially, to go look for discount of the range. So I think NASDAQ's coming here. From there, I mean, even looking left, besides that liquidity, there's not really much here. So okay, same thing applies. Kill zone low is swept. Do we see kill zone highs? Until I see an imbalance, that's all I'm looking for. So our next little price run that took out that low, let's zoom over here and come on over. There you go. And again, we got that hourly imbalance here, so it's worth a watch. Target. Death. Very nice. You got one more here too, though. Pay the trader. I tweeted this one last night. Tesla 4-hour imbalance. Uh-oh. AMD in the hourly imbalance here. Bearish model completes here. Just worth noting. Okay. One more time. Sorry, if you want me to see it, just drop it in the comments here. It's easier to see. Versus Discord. Okay, so preferable. I know it's not all that far away, but I think these get swept, and from there is liquidity resting below. I'm not seeing, there's no hourly imbalance here, but I'll zoom the screen a little bit also. So this from a 4-hour perspective, still no imbalance. There's relative equal lows here. That these are sketch as can be. Okay, idea behind that: if somebody's longing this and these orders are not getting triggered on a stop, they're protected. So you can view that as like two pools of liquidity just chilling out right there. Sketchy. Okay, SMCI is catching itself a little bit. Do have an imbalance. Did sweep liquidity. And we have both NASDAQ and the S&P catching a bid. If we leave this low here and retrace some, I think that's our trade. We're approaching 10 here, so if we were to sweep this, then you can get some sort of retracement following that. But we can drop down smaller too. Let's do that. See if we can find some sort of imbalance down here. I also wanted to see daily fair value gap here. Okay, just worth keeping an eye on. And let me do this. Let me just mark out that low here. Okay. Again, no hourly imbalances at all. Very sketchy. That's all. We are now below the daily fair value gap on NASDAQ as well. That would suggest could see a retracement, prolonged period of time. Below these right here, you have that bullish fair value gap. Something like that. Down into discount. Maybe even that. This is another sketchy random low right here. We haven't had a discount retracement since April, so monthly chart still very likely to paint a bullish order block. I'm sorry, following the bullish order block, responding to that. So nothing too shady or sketchy there. GameStop doing GameStop things. Nothing. Here, close 904. $904. Double the sell stops to hunt. Yeah, 965. Yep, relative equal lows. Those are again sketchy lows. And the call over the weekend. I mean, I was technically wrong on this, but on the call over the weekend, that was an area I was interested in. Those relative equal lows. But I don't want to look on the hourly here. Let's go 5 minute. Okay. Here. Another low right there, begging. So when 10 o'clock occurs, then we can look towards a silver bullet. We'd look for one of these imbalances to offer us something to trade off of. This is what I'm interested in. For a retrace. Okay. ES following the sweep. Again, showing a little life. Let me pull up a 15 here as well. Okay. You got a minute and a half. If not, you're painting a bearish fair value gap. You don't have one in discount, actually. These relative equal lows. Ideally. Weekly looks disgusting, but we have a bullish fair value gap forming. So unless something really insane happens today, we're going to form a weekly bullish fair value gap. 416 would negate that, and that seems highly unlikely. Who do we got in the group in here right now? Who do we got? Who's watching? I see Cajun's here, Ben's here, Sam's here, Stonk's in the building. Sean. Oso, very nice, very nice. Freaking nice. Snaz, cool. Hey, Sasha, what's up, man? Pirate's back. I'm happy that you're back, Pirate. Last summer we had a good time. Hustle, what's up, man? Hustle's been killing it. I'm actually curious, Hustle, if you don't mind, what do you think on AMD? I'm curious your thoughts here. You've been really riding that one nicely. Oh, P, what's up, man? Oh, what's up, Red Owl, Seeker? What's going on? Wow, we got a large crew here. That's good. Nobody works. We only trade. Salir, what's up? I think I met you before. What's going on, man? Jay Bahone. What's up, man? You looking for the KZ right now? That would be pretty intense. We got our 15-minute fair value gap here, though. That's a little sketchy. But the kill zone high is here. I just don't really favor that trade due to the fact that we have these equal lows now. NASDAQ didn't sweep that liquidity, so I'm kind of out on that. But on the flip side, nothing. I would prefer to just take out that low, and from there we can reassess, but that's just me. NASDAQ 5 minutes. Here it is. No discount, but okay. So if you're bullish semis still, we swept liquidity, got into discount of our hourly range into a bullish imbalance. I'm personally not, but I'm just showing you that oftentimes you're going to have to make decisions based on seeing two potential probabilities that would play out. And again, I'm not really bullish on this, to be honest, but just telling you, I could paint you a bullish thesis on this. So you're going to run into that a lot. And oftentimes when that happens, I tend to avoid trading it altogether when I can paint two pretty clear pictures. I try to avoid that. So something that I'm gathering through the information that we currently have is that NASDAQ is lagging quite a bit in comparison. Never reached 50% on that initial when ES did. Even now, on this most recent little price run, NASDAQ has not reached 50%, while ES has. No hourly imbalance is going to paint this hour, as you can see. Wicks here, straight up. Okay, that's what I had on SPY. We don't need to see that. Daily fair value gap. Here's another reason ES stronger than NASDAQ. You're still in the daily fair value gap on ES. NASDAQ, you drop below it. You're back in it now, but there. Okay. Let's see. Semis, quote unquote, weak, giving you that discount retracement that, could offer you some insight that retracement. Carl, he made it. I'm glad you made it, man. Seeker is lurking. Yeah, I'm just waiting for Seeker to start yelling at me for something. Been out on holidays, coming back to business. Sweet, man. Yeah, welcome back. Good time for it. Okay, still no 50% here on NASDAQ. You're looking over at the S&P. We did hit 50%. We got into the bearish imbalance here as well. Only little, I guess you could say, difference here is that, if I'm looking to trade NASDAQ, still just not that comfortable of a trade for me due to the fact that it hasn't kind of satisfied the requirements for my model in itself, right? As you know by now, I need that. I need that discount retracement. If I don't get it, there really is no trade for me. So I have to wait. And the last couple of days have been much more waiting game type versus what we'd been doing previously. Last chance you right there. AMD solid. Hold off that imbalance. Okay. I'm most definitely not overly anything. Oh, you made it. Good. Thanks. Yeah, no, I just wanted to make sure that you saw it. I saw you message this morning and I forgot to re-add the link. So again, reason why I wouldn't short this, technically in premium, you'd be overpaying for your short in that situation. And we never reach 50%. Just a way to avoid unnecessary mistakes or add on extra points to a trade idea that you don't need to. And this big box right here, I'll go over to the 15. That's a 15-minute bearish fair value gap right there. To me, that's much more favorable. Higher time frame, higher probability. Yeah, I see what Biscuits is saying in there too. I agree. Might not be the best day for a live, but it's okay. I'm sure there are, hopefully at least you could pick up on something. OPEX, we are running into some higher time frame levels. But still no discount retracement, just not interested. All right. Let's see, individual names. So when I do this, I go to the hourly and I just try and find something that way. Okay, yep. So there's Tesla. Same old, same old. Coinbase with the fade. My runner from yesterday got smoked. I played the sweep. We are discounted here. It's pretty good. That's the tweet from yesterday. Ugly. Bitcoin is in the daily fair value gap though. So here. Where is it? Daily fair value gap. Hold on. Let's see. No. Not yet. Didn't NVIDIA did end up tagging. Oh, relative equal lows on NVIDIA. Right there. So throughout this hour, will it paint that or trace into that hourly fair value gap and then look for lower Just trying to anticipate what I could possibly do here. Okay, Palo Alto. Relative equal highs above. Just rejected this hourly fair value gap here. You got your next down here at 312.05, so not far off. Let me just make sure of one thing here. Uh-oh. Hold on. Oh, we took it out. Okay. That's a sweep. That's fine. There's no discount retracement there. I had it off. Have yet to reach discount on Palo Alto, which is at 308.95. It's not bad. Risk-wise is a little wider, but low of that candle, 312.34, 33. Uh-oh. Equal lows there as well. Where are we? Let's add Palo Alto to the mix here. What do we want to take off? Take Tesla. This would be that hourly again. Okay. Let's drop it to 15. Okay. There's that. Okay, that's sell side. And then discount still a ways away. Hold up. Let's just wait this sucker out. Okay. Big nothing burger thus far still. Okay, NASDAQ got into the 15-minute bearish fair value gap. We did sweep London lows. Let's see. No 15-minute here on ES. Where are we here? EPR. Potential. Net got smacked. Yeah, makes sense. NQ discount. Yep. Relative equal lows as well. Only shady thing is that NASDAQ still, despite all of this, has never gotten into discount of that most recent price run. So and discount of NASDAQ would take out that kill zone high. Not sure I favor that, but just makes it leads to a lower probability trade. This is a 15-minute order block as well. Hourly range much bigger too. I hate these lows so much. Absolute disgrace. Let's see. Anybody else trade anything else? What are we watching here? So if you are bearish semis at this point, and I don't know if you should say bearish, but you think that there's lower to go, you'd want that bearish hourly to form. All right, could be a little different than this, but you'd want something similar to this to form, and then look for continue downside. The SMCI range is huge also. Discount is here, and ultimately, I'm still bullish on that. I'm still bullish on SMCI, but a retracement would make sense after taking out buy side liquidity. So let's wait and see. Because those kill zone highs are shouting all right. See, that's what I'm saying. We'd have to wait for that candle to confirm itself. Complete on the hourly. AMD. Let's throw AMD on the hourly too. So far, not bad. So would not be ideal for a 5-minute fair value gap to form. You got 30 seconds for it to happen. To me, that just leads to a lower probability either direction. You're working with levels on either side. It's just not really what I want to determine trade opportunities. You got that kill zone high just chilling. And that kill zone high number wise is 86 with a smaller time frame buy side at 98. 5-minute fair value gap did in fact form. Still has never yet gotten into discount on NASDAQ. You can move that. All right, here's that 5-minute fair value gap. Okay, so you tell me, high probability or low probability? Sandwiched in between two, relative equal lows below, kill zone high above. Not the best. Seen better setups, that's for sure. 'm I'm trying to keep up with the Discord chat too. I'm trying, all right. Oh, I saw somebody made a Carl comment. No, there's actually a guy named Carl. ICT makes fun of a guy named Carl. So and that's why. Ooh, Melter off the 15. Low probability. OPEX. Five minutes left for I'm sorry. ES. Save itself. There is no bearish fair value gap up here in discount on ES. Just some divergence. And there you go. Yeah, good probability to get swiped either way. Flip a coin. Yep. Bet they both run. Yeah, no, I'm not itching to trade this, right? And here would be a perfect example, because this is I think this is really important that we talk about it. And we did the other day. I forget which day it was, but there are some times where the setup looks perfect, but there's still like external factors, if that makes sense, to an idea, right? So for this one, for example, right, you had the kill zone highs above, you had the liquidity down below. Okay, so first, right off the bat, either way, you can say to yourself, okay, well, there's no bearish fair value gap up here on ES. That doesn't seem like a smooth trade either. You go over to the daily, we have a daily bullish fair value gap that we're holding on to for dear life. The probability, I don't know, it just doesn't really add up for me in that situation to try and take a chance. Now, if you're scalping, couple bucks, it's a different story. But if we're looking for a move that could potentially be relatively large, that's a different story. But $15 rejecting thus far. Yeah, these are howling, these lows. Do we form that bearish fair value gap? That's what my next look would be. AMD, solid bounce off that hourly. Whole lot of the same, a lot of standstill today. GameStop is pinned. Where's second attempt in this hourly breaker? Relative equal lows. If we take out the relative equal lows, I'd be happy, or I'd be fine with to go get the London kill zone high. The delivery is just slow. Makes it even harder. This is a 1 minute. I'm gonna get rid of that for now. To me, the DOL is down here. Draw on liquidity. But again, how probable is this? Knowing that you have the kill zone high above, right? There's a lot of wrenches all around right now. Try to avoid those. Oh, nice trade there, Cajun. Real nice. Would love a little low resistance liquidity run to go get that 904 for you. And no higher time frame levels in between. So these little intermediate bounces that you're seeing on this time frame, 1 minute, 1 minute bullish fair value gap, 1 minute bullish fair value gap. Of course, we wouldn't really expect much out of them if indeed the draw on liquidity is lower. But it kind of looks like we're just getting a little sandwich action, which totally sucks. VIX, very large, $9.2 million in the money call. Okay. This would be the 1 minute chart. And I'm just looking for a little bit of a quicker delivery. See if we can get some more info. I don't trade off the one. I use it when I'm in trades that I've taken off higher time frames just to kind of manage them. Meaning, if we're getting failed levels on a 1 minute chart, likely that the overall direction of the trade is probably the other way from what you're hoping. Let's see. Let's get 904. I'm going to go make another coffee and then get back in the mix. Okay. A lot of standstill. These just they're begging us. Little 1 minute, but higher time frame, you got no levels down here of value. Is relatively controlled on this downside move. Also worth noting if we were to get this for later on. Why are we on smaller? Yeah, let's look here. Let's go here actually. Okay. Three sets of lows equal. Eight, 3. All right. New 5 minute candle opened with that moved. Okay. So no bearish fair value gap on the 5 is going to form there. Smaller time frame, kind of just piecing the puzzle together. Whoa. No imbalance. Not interested. Just about to tag that 5-minute bearish fair value gap. Not much else here going on. Let me do this. Go back over here. Let's see what's hot. Dollar up again. Tesla, believe it or not, green. Disney, Roblox. Microsoft green, holding us. Google green as well. Apple green as well. Wow. We're down how much? Might be worth looking at those. Hold on. Let's see. Yeah, nah. Hourly range on Apple. No discount retracement. Still no discount retracement. Up through there, you're in business. You have this imbalance here. Pretty large 4-hour right there. Let's see where. What else do we want to see? Google. Whoa, Google! Look at this. Not bad. Microsoft leaving behind a lot of equal highs. This could set us up later if we don't tag that 5-minute fair value gap. Could set us up nicely for a sweep and run, but relative equal highs. Prefer to go get liquidity first, but we're operating in slow motion here today, folks. All good. All good. All good. All right, let's see what else we got. Nice, J-Bone. Nice job, man. Nice trade there. Relative equal highs. This could set us up nicely in a little bit after we take out those hourly lows. Have these relative equal highs here. That in itself could be 70 points. If it were to go here first, take out the equal highs, makes it a little less nice of an idea moving later on. But what a snoozer. What a snoozer. OPEX Friday. First summer Friday, really. Oh. Okay. Equal lows here as well. Yeah. So if anybody in the group you want a mic, let me know. I can add you to this as well. Chat it up. Picked a great day to come on, huh? Yikes. Okay. Ooh. 15 minutes left on that. Palo Alto just filled up that 4 hour. Again. Hawk 2. Yeah, we got bread with no butter today, folks. You're right about that, Ivan. We got one of those dry cookies, no milk. Just a snooze fest. Let me just put this here. This was the kill zone low. I know Snazzle like that. Yeah, Seeker's asleep. Seeker's definitely asleep. Peanut butter, no jelly. You're right about that. Yeah, it's so slow. Let's see. Everybody waiting for 11 a.m. to get bored, or to hop on the helicopter and get out of town for the weekend. "15 minutes left on these hourly candles. Let's see how they paint." Will it be this slow all day? Hard to say. Hard to say. I think we could really speed this up if we go get some liquidity. That's for sure. Whether it's low or high, I really don't care too much. But all this is kind of telling me is that there's a lack of liquidity at this time. And that's why you paint like these relative equal highs, for example. So when they're snagged, it's double the pool of liquidity, blah, 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 right? So I guess from a selfish perspective, as someone who's not actively trading this, I would prefer 5-minute fair value gap, down through lows, like this, and then that, something like that, right? That would be preferable to me. Again, I don't know how tradable that is. I think it's just a pretty low probability day. And with the kill zone high above, sketch with those relative equal lows below, sketch. So it's sketch in both directions. Make your pick. Now you have more relative equal lows below here. So sheesh. Mitigate. You. So we call this a slop and shop. It's okay. The idea is to get everybody's stop loss on a day like today. Yeah, so I think it's just better for you if you're a West Coast trader, just to start getting those New York times in the back of your head. So it's 8 a.m., not Pacific time, not 8 Pacific. Top states for business. About the same. This is going to prevent an hourly imbalance here. 10 minutes to do it. There's your ripper through. Buy side again here. So even if you were to short this, ideally looking to target this, you're chopped out. So we just had a BPR into a BPR into a BPR. Love it. Buy side. Let's say you got a 5-minute fair value gap here forming. Got some time on that candle still, but we keep the 5. I want to see if this 5 forms. Let's pull up our splitty again. And no fair value gap here on ES either. So really kind of just, you'd be flipping a coin in a sense. I just saw that message there. Yeah, I mean, if you really go into it using the 20-point threshold for that silver bullet, I mean, I guess you got it here. There's no follow through though. That's the problem. And there's not going to be a 5-minute fair value gap form here either. So it's more of the same. High, low, higher, high, break down below, breaker candle as well. I think we got to get these first, man. All right, you know what? As we head into 10, there's your mitigation of that hourly bearish fair value gap there. Hold on. Yeah. All right, I'm gonna go make that coffee. Hold up, I'll be right back. Let's I don't know. Let's see, we got some sort of music. What do you guys want? Western? We got some beats. Well, I think this one's a banger. Yeah, it is a banger. All right, I'll be back. Back. Daily high. Gangsta rap. All right, I think you guys should be able to hear me again. All right, let's see what we got. No imbalance here in discount. Kill zone highs. It is. So it's a 15-minute roasted. Okay. Okay, let's see. Here. Wow. Let me clean some of this shit up. 1 minute imbalance was the move. All right. KZ highs. All right. Let's see. Go back to the individual names. Just more of a chop fest, I'm thinking. But okay. More trash garbage here. Hold on. Okay. 15-minute fair value gap here on the S&P. Okay. We're still on, Serge. We're still on. All right. Let's see. Nah, nothing worth noting at all. Sorry, I'm just shooting off some text. We're not missing much here, unfortunately, but all right, we're going back into that fair value gap. Not that they've really done much of anything throughout the day, but FEG. More of the same. A whole lot more of the same here. Let's see. What was this yesterday's high? Or I'm sorry, not yesterday's high. Afternoon sessions high. 81. Oh my, brutal. This is boring. Oh, chop fest. Sheesh. Freed. I saw somebody made a comment about the daily high. Yep. Daily high has been reached. Hold on. Let me turn that on. Okay. Look at that. Finally, a fair value gap that's been respected. 86 is the mark. Where are we? Okay, let's go here. We're gonna make a 15-minute fair value gap here, likely. Again, take it with a grain of salt. This has been the same back and forth chop action all morning. All right, let's see. Yeah, I'm with you, Cajun. Might be a get Chipotle and come back later. I think you're right about that. Well, I'll leave you, I guess. Kill zone high. We took out lows. We have relative equal lows, so I don't think this downside is over per se. Do we have to go get the kill zone high first? That's, I guess, the only question I might have. But yeah, I don't want to put anybody to sleep, so I'm gonna bounce from here. Thanks for joining. Yeah, quad terribleness. You're right, but thanks to everybody who joined. I'm gonna be doing this starting Wednesday for the morning show every Wednesday, or every day, I should say, starting on Wednesday, 9 o'clock in the morning, and then we'll live trade in the group after. So I'll catch everybody next time. See ya.